So my fluidic striking videos have been pulling interesting attention from martial artists, and there's everyone that does martial arts, like they like to get on the forums or in the comment sections, and they go look up other stuff, and then they you know they do the, oh yeah, that's not the right thing, or you know, that whole game. It's like, it's part of martial art culture, is the sort of keyboard boxing, right? So whenever you make any internet content that's even tangentially related to fighting or anything like that, you get people's egos to react. And so what's going on with those videos and the content and the reaction is, hopefully I don't know if I'll be able to like verbalize this very well on the way to work, but you're seeing like a reflection of the human mind, specifically my mind, but also the entire human mind in general, and you're seeing the learning process. So it's a reflection of my mind, but everyone's that's participating is reflecting their own mind in this process. And so the way that I have the video camera set up in the comment sections of like recording what I'm doing and networking in and connecting to people's responses or people's interest, like even through the algorithm as it feeds it to people, and then that draws their interest back, right? Like I put information out there, and some people are drawn to it because they see it as brilliant, and some people are drawn to it because they see it as total garbage, right? So these are all aspects of my mind, of the human mind, of human mind, right? You're looking at aspects of the mind embodied by individuals, and then the internet and these screens and the comment section and the recording of it is letting you see normally invisible cognitive processes happening in the human mind. You can actually see the synapses and the connections, you know, based off of the view count, based off of who's replying, like what they said. You can see how the emanations of my heart, right, which is making me exercise, which is imprinting on the camera, which is going into the psychic noosphere, the internet, people's thought, and then that drawing like attention back, right? It might, and then you can see it's connecting if somebody starts changing how they exercise, changing how they move, changing where they like, oh yeah, what if somebody goes, oh, that guy's crazy, I want to go live and train near him on Maui, right? So you can see these emanations go out, and you can have everything from like cult-like devotion to like smartest person in the world to this guy is an idiot. Look at him. Look at how he moves. Look at that. His punches can't do anything. He can't do whatever, right? So we're looking at this big phenomenon. And so the people that push back against anything, right? The people that push back against anything in a dominating way, where they want to be better, where they want to come off and put themselves in the position of better, that person is totally possessed by and controlled by ego. And so they're a complete imaginary fragment, and so they will react in a hostile manner towards any type of truth. And so you can actually see that they are possessed by, I don't know, a spirit of non-existence that causes their mind to be in constant battle with reality. And they'll pick their battle. It might be martial art battles. They might go argue politics. They might go they might go gossip, they might go whatever. It's just that it's just the comment section shitting on other things, right? And the reason that it's shitting on other things is to perpetuate, draw the attention away from the self, so that their mind can't rest on and unify with themselves. So the accuser, the Satan, is revealed in you control these people, and you control them with truth. It's like fishing. You can throw a piece of truth out there and reel it in, and it'll have everything from people will run to it and you know, want to, and say that this truth fits my being, and I feel myself more deeply when I encounter it. And that's how people are drawn towards a spiritual teacher, right? It's a wanting to get the mind to be in harmony, to unify with the body. But when people are possessed by like the entire pantheon, like every single archetype, principality, whatever, is a fallen demonic being, if it's inhabiting a person in such a way that they're disconnected from reality and in that imaginary space. And so that imaginary space, its existence, all the gods, all the pantheon, every fathomable thing, other than Christ, which is like this deeply humble embodying truth, the entire pantheon, not that it's bad, because all principalities, all archetypes are wonderful. It's just a matter of if you lack a relationship with God, then your ego, which is the entirety of all psychic environments, like all of your psychic powers, when possessed even a little bit by the spirit of opposition, your ego, your entire mind, your entire will do nothing but fight and reject truth. It is the rejection of truth. And so you'll see that as you'll project onto people shitty things and it is the activity of distracting yourself from who you are. And so you'll find that anytime that somebody is actually saying the truth, that will have an extremely polarizing effect. Some people will fall in love with it. Some people will absolutely hate it, because they're revealing what's going on. Like when somebody's saying truth, it doesn't educate or illuminate or anything, because we're all swimming in it. It just reveals, you speak it and it reveals who people are, because they can't help but react to it in particular ways. And you can be giving like the most nourishing chunks of wisdom, and if they're possessed, they will come up with any sort of justification as to why that love, that nourishment, that truth is somehow bad or different, or like it's so systemic. Like this is like such an interesting universal principle. It's in all metaphysical systems, right? People have had this thing reflected in like Harry Potter or whatever. It's just cool. You can throw it out there on the internet and watch like what these patterns do, right? You can see all sorts of stuff on the internet. It's pretty wild, and people that understand all this, like, use the internet to look at those patterns, move through the human consciousness, right? You can just collectively look at it. It leaves all these spiritual forces leave a trail of words and thoughts and opinions in their wake as they move through the world. So you can use humans spread out geographically to see things that move around normally at the speed of thought, which is all like crazy but fighting's so straightforward, because it's like normally people are using something else as a proxy for their war against their self. They're using politics, or they're using religion, or they're using their career, or they're using self-improvement or something. Everyone uses a different thing in their fight against themselves. But with martial arts, it's very direct. The fight is the fight is the fight. And so you can see these principles like very directly, almost non-metaphorically, when you look at things related to combat or fighting or stuff like that. The same way that when you look at water, you can see a lot of things that are normally metaphorical, you can see them literally. So the same thing goes with fighting. You can see some things literally in the reflection of fighting. So it's just it's pretty cool. If you want to try this, like, just you find some bait and you throw it in front of people and you just see what their response is. It's fascinating to see people's responses to words. Some people fall asleep, right? Like if some people just literally go unconscious when exposed to truth. They'll And that's just a wrong. That's the most basic experience. Imagine knowing this and growing up in a culture that knows this and seeing that the mass of humanity is consumed by that spirit, and because of that, they're very easy to control. You know, they're consumed by basically that radical free electromagnetic energy of the mind as it's separated from the body, and you can just throw the different polarities out there and pull the thing around. So you can literally control the entire mass of humanity with symbols, with mental ideas, because you know exactly how they're going to react to different aspects of the truth. So there's a whole art to that. With things like MK Ultra being the study of this on the personal individual level, and then you know, like things like Project Mockingbird and other that being the study of this at the larger social level. But like this sort of technology and this sort of understanding has existed for millennia because it's a direct viewing of reality. So people figure it out and they directly view reality, and it's at a pragmatic, symbolic level that's underneath the discourse and reasoning in science. And so it's not like there's plenty of people that see that all the time. At least 10% of the population sees that. So at any point, you have those people are weaponized. They're using it for selfish means. They're using it. They're in the government. They're individuals. There's whatever, like 5 or 10% of the population is using the entire symbolic structure of their lives to participate in sort of a cosmic war. You know? And these things just come out of left field sometimes.